Simon & Schuster Audio presents Class Clown, the Memoirs of a Professional Wiseass, How I Went 77 Years Without Growing Up, by Dave Barry. Read by the author.
For Mom and Dad, the two best parents I ever had, and they would approve of this joke. Introduction. So I'm in a rock band with Stephen King. I'm not name-dropping here. I have a point. It's an all-author band called the Rock Bottom Remainders. If I had to identify our biggest weakness as a band, I would say it's performing music. We suck at that. What we're good at is endurance. We have endured as a band for more than 30 years, something you cannot say about, for example, the Beatles. I met Steve, I call him Steve, at our first rehearsal in 1992. When I arrived, the other authors were already jamming, which is what musicians call it when everybody is playing something on an instrument, but nobody knows for sure what anyone else is playing. At least that's how the Remainders jam. So I shouldered my guitar and joined in. After we spent maybe a half hour trying with only sporadic success to play the same chord at the same time, we took a break. As I was unshouldering my guitar, Steve, whom I'd never met, came over to me, leaned his face down to mine, he's a big guy, and said in a booming voice, "So, Dave Barry, where do you get your ideas?" Then he laughed a maniacal horror master laugh. We all laughed because where do you get your ideas is the cliche question authors get asked all the time, to the point where many of us have a joke response, such as Costco. The truth is, there is no simple answer to the question of where ideas come from. Sure, sometimes it's obvious. If you're a humor columnist and your dog manages to snag your uncooked Thanksgiving turkey off the kitchen counter and eat a bunch of it raw, then vomit it back up, then shortly thereafter notice the mess on the floor and decide for some dog reason to eat it again, your initial reaction is going to be, "Damn it, the dog has ruined Thanksgiving." But your immediate next reaction is going to be, "Hey, that's an idea for a humor column." But most of the time, you have no idea where you got an idea. It just appears in your brain. Of course, it had to have been inspired by something. Your childhood, your education, your social environment, your fourth vodka gimlet, or some combination of these and other factors, swirling around in your subconscious mind until an idea burbles up to where you can grab hold of it and turn it into words, and thus survive for another day as a writer instead of having to get a real job. So it's complicated, the ideas question. You could write a whole book about it. And that basically is what this...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?